Hi everybody, I'm Scott Bino, Vice President of Marketing for North America here at Crawford & Company. And today on Crawford Chat, I am joined by Garrett Spina, who is the Ontario Director for GTS. Thank you so much, Garrett, for joining me today.
Thanks, glad to be here.
Let's start off with hopefully an easy question. Garrett, what is your job? What do you do at Crawford?
So I'm in charge of the Ontario branch of the GTS, managing that whole team and leading that department to 2025's future endeavors.
So I want to talk specifically about GTS or Global Technical Services, right? So let's start with the basics, right? So what is Crawford Global Technical Services, and how does this part of Crawford sort of fit within the company and within the industry?
Right, so on the GTS side, we handle large and complex losses, and that can vary from coverage issues with files, dealing with insureds where there's multiple aspects of their business that are affected, and trying to navigate those losses within the claims field itself, as well as handling any sort of niche claims that the insurance companies have that they need us to handle. And within that team, we have leaders in their fields who also mentor and give guidance to other adjusters who are up and coming as well.
So walk me through, and if this is possible, I don't know if this is possible or not, but what's a typical day for a GTS adjuster, if that's a thing?
Yeah, it's. I wish it was. Each day can be different. It presents new and complex challenges, and each person has to adapt on how they are handling their day. So prioritizing what does come in. But if there was a typical day, usually that would be heading out to loss sites, documenting the damages that are there, interviewing parties that are involved with the claim. So that could be the insured, it could be a third party, meeting up with witnesses, also meeting up with brokers and clients as well to make sure everyone is up to date on what is happening with a file. And we're able to sort of meet those goals by using the tools that Crawford provides. We're able to exploit the advantages of the app technology that we have, as well as AI, to help streamline and help the adjusters prioritize what they do need to do. So
what you mentioned when you were talking about, let's say, showing up to a loss site, there's a lot of stakeholders, right? And I imagine complex losses probably have sometimes complex solutions, right? And multiple parties. And so talk about some of the teamwork and the collaboration that might happen with legal or engineers or like you said, witnesses. Like, walk me through some of that and how all of that kind of comes together.
Right, so at the onset of a claim, the first goal of an adjuster is to reach out to everybody involved, let them know their role in it, and set the expectations on the file, what each party is required to do and documents to present in order to move the file forward. So if we do need to obtain an expert, knowing what expert to obtain. If there's a cause and origin expert you need to retain, you get them. If you need a legal counsel, you pull them in, and really setting the goals for each group, what is needed. Keeping the brokers, insureds, clients, everyone who's involved up to date is really essential for a successful file. And that makes sure everyone knows when to expect certain targets to be met and they're not kept in the dark.
And and as you describe, a lot of these parties and these stakeholders and the claims themselves, it's really complex. And I think it's probably safe to say that claims are not becoming less complex. They're probably becoming more complex. The industry is becoming more complex. So given that, what's the evolution of a GTS adjuster? Where is that going? What are we seeing?
Yeah, it's constantly growing. Each claim may appear on the outset as similar to others that you had, but the way the world is right now, with multiple countries being involved, multiple businesses being involved with losses, we really have to adapt on how we are handling these files. So learning how cyber losses are being developed and how these guys are getting access to clients, working on the environmental side as well, and also dealing with just complex businesses and complex injuries that happen. So knowing the experts to pull in, and within our team, if really someone doesn't know who to get, we have the resources to find out who is needed and pull them in to help a file move forward there.
And last question for you, and I can imagine for somebody in your position that has gotten to this point, it's been probably quite a journey, right? And different parts of your career that have kind of led you to this point. For anybody that's watching that might want to make this a career, or aspiring to become a GTS adjuster, can you give some advice on the things that they might want to do or look out for, or things that they might want to learn?
Yeah. I mean, we're seeing trends now where they're trying to move towards desktop modeling of files. At the end of the day, we're here to help people out, and there's a human element involved. So having the abilities to build a rapport with someone when you're going out to a site, knowing when to go out, building that communication is essential to move their career forward. Constantly learning. You never want to stand still. You always want to develop your career. And if you can pair up with a mentor who can help you with that, they're going to provide you with opportunities and creative solutions when you are coming up with these complex problems on a day-to-day basis. They're there to help you. So if you can really pair yourself up with someone like that, you'll have a very successful career.
That's great advice. And Garrett, listen, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate your time. I know you're busy, so I appreciate you coming in and having this chat with me. And for everybody watching, thanks so much for watching this episode of Crawford Chat, and be sure to stay tuned for the next episode. Hey, we didn't do the clap. Remember we used to clap?
Yeah, I jammed the code bird machine, so you should be good.
Yeah, okay. Sometimes we clap.
Okay.
Clap anyway.
Just for myself. Oh, can you do a clap?
There you go.
It's like, when they do the thing with the...
Yeah.
That's like our version.
That's what it is, okay.
Yeah. How is it so far?
Good.
Don't worry, this is not going to be...
Yeah.
You tell me, be honest.
Yeah, no. It's red light's on.
Yeah.
No, it's been good.
Sorry.
It's been good.
I like it.
Okay.
Sometimes things fall down. If you saw the Steve Del Greco one, the light, there was that light that kept falling. And he didn't notice it, and he kept going. We're like, Steve, stop.
Yeah.
There's a light. Just like
hanging over your
swung
head.
down. Yeah. Now we're all famous. We're
Hey.
super famous. Yeah. People, I get recognized all the time. At the grocery store, like, hey, you're that guy from...
Yeah,
Hey,
Crawford Chat.
yeah, you're from Crawford Chat.
Yeah.
Like, and that's me. And then I take pictures with the, and
No autographs today,
I
right?
sign, so I travel with the glossies with
Right,
it,
right.
yeah, just ready to go. Like, here we go. What I do is I start with icebreakers.
Okay.
This is the part that I think makes people most nervous. Because this is the goofy part. But what's your most embarrassing work moment?
That would be first starting off and adjusting, green as the grass,
Yeah.
and I'm going downtown to a water loss at Union Station, not realizing that the water is sewage,
Oh no.
and I fall waist deep into this. While I'm trying to take photos, I slid down the embankment and I'm standing in this stuff, just trying to hold it all together. Contractors are laughing at me. I'm saying, help, get me out of here.
Yeah.
They haul me out, and me having to walk back to my car, just basically my boxers, no
Yeah, 'cause
shoes.
yeah.
It was all thrown out. And I'm like, what did I get myself into? I was on the broker side before, now I'm in, waist deep in this stuff. So that was fun.
That's a really good origin story. You had a shitty day.
I did, yeah. I've always been into extreme sports. Anyone who is like a professional skydiver or, cliff jumper, that's something I'd really want to get into.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
If you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Penne.
Really? Oh wow,
Yeah.
you just got it.
Yeah.
What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever Googled? Remember, this is a family show. Oh, here's a salacious one. Who's your celebrity crush?
Scarlett Johansson.
That's mine.
Good taste.
That's mine. If it's funny, if my wife was here, she'd say that she would answer that for me.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome. That was great.